Welcome back. Now, if you're a comic book fan, there's a great place to go to check out all of your favorite comic book fandom stuff. Taiga Games in Marquette. Ashley Kirkland live there this morning tells more about their gaming and fun events. Ashley?
Good morning, Vicki. Now, I'm learning so much here about the gaming world and the comic book world, and it's not just about the comic books you know from back in the day. And right now, I'm here with the owner, Bob Towers. Bob, thanks so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you've taught me a lot so far. What is it about this store that's different and unique here in Marquette?
Some of the things that we do differently is we focus a lot on board games and card games, a lot of interactive, non-electronic games. So if you're looking for, something to do with your family or your friends that is not just kind of staring at a television screen, you can come here, learn some new stuff, and we can have a great time.
Yeah, and this goes hand in hand with the comic book world as well, but you guys also offer the newer comic books.
Yep.
Why is that?
Well, because there's so many great news stories that are being told nowadays, from things like Saga or The Walking Dead, if you want to know what's going to happen before the television show. There's always great new comic books coming out with great art that we want to show to people.
Can people still find the classics like Marvel or some of the ones from back in the day?
You can. We only carry the new books right now, but if you just love the Marvel characters or DC characters, we have tons of them as well. Your Iron Man, Supermans, we've got all those.
And you say the idea of this store, this spot, is to get people involved and families come here. And I was asking you, what's the difference between this and virtual gaming?
Well, the main difference is here we have a lot of player-to-player interaction that is face-to-face. If you want to sit down, you can play a game with someone else and you can interact with them and have a lot of fun, face-to-face.
Now, what are some of the popular name games that people would notice when they come down here?
The most probably noticeable games that people might see that they may have recognized would be something like Settlers of Catan, Carcassonne. Those are pretty well-known games, same with Cards Against Humanity. But beyond that, we have a wide variety of games that people have probably never heard of, but they would love if they gave them a chance.
Yeah, and your busiest nights, you say, are Friday nights. People can just come down, sit at the tables. Now, can you come alone and join a game, or do you have to come with friends?
You most definitely can come alone. There's almost always at least someone here just kind of hanging out playing games while we're open. So, if you want to play a new game but you don't have one to play with, just stop on by. It's pretty easy to be like, hey, I'm looking for a game, anyone willing, and you'll see a couple hands go up.
Okay, and you're going to teach me a little bit about this game. It's called Steam Park. Explain a little bit about what's going on here. You've set it all up and it looks fun.
Yeah, so the premise of this game is you are running a theme park for robots. And so the point of this game is to make a very fun, attractive theme park and run it well and have the most money at the end of the game.
Okay, so where do we get started?
So to get started, the first part of the game is you roll the dice, and once you're happy with your rolls of your dice, like say I want to build some new rides, I would take the hammer and wrench and throw them on my pig to lock in my roll. And you roll over and over again until you're happy. Once you're happy with all the results, you go ahead and grab the player token that corresponds to what order you finish stuff in.
And then we can start our building block.
Yep, then you start your building, you can buy stands for your park, expand it, and go from there.
Very fun. This is a great social activity. You're right here in Marquette, right off of 3rd Street, but you're going to talk to us because there's big money in this gaming industry and the card trading. You're going to talk to us about that in one of the most popular games a little bit later, Vicki. Make sure to come back with us. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ashley. And
Welcome back. Well, all morning, Ashley Kirkland has been at Taiga Game Store in Marquette, having a good time. Now we're going to go back live to see her and see what she's up to. Ashley?
Well, Sam, having a good time and learning a lot. And if you're a big gamer or a card trader, you probably know about Magic the Gathering. And I'm back here with Bob Towers. Bob, thanks so much for being here again. Now, Magic the Gathering is a huge game for people in this industry. Talk to us about that.
Sure. Magic the Gathering is the original trading card game. It's been out since the summer of 1993, so it's about 21 years old now. And as the original trading card game, it is immensely popular. It's been growing in popularity every year for the last, about 5-6 years now. we have a regular player base here in Marquette of probably 40 to 50 players at least, and it's constantly growing.
And you have an entire bookcase full of trading cards, but you can start as small as you want to get into this game, or you can go up as big as you want.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of Magic, is it sort of scales for what you're willing to commit to. You want to just play kind of casually with friends with $20, you can. You can have a great time with that. You want to play in the competitive tournament scene, you can, trade for a lot of expensive cards and, play with your $200-$300 decks.
And these are some of your more expensive cards, but you say you've sold cards before and you got a pretty hefty price for those.
Yeah, I mean, as a game store, we try to keep some of the high-end stuff around and sell those. Just recently, I sold a Unlimited Black Lotus for $2,500 and a couple other cards in, the $500+ range as well.
Wow, that's not too bad, but the Black Lotus is actually very popular. And is it a different type of Black Lotus, like different scales? Because you say the highest one could sell for $10,000.
Oh yeah, that would be an Alpha Black Lotus from the original printing of Magic the Gathering back in 1993. There's only about 1,000 in existence in the world,
wow.
So that's part of the reason for its extremely high price.
Very knowledgeable on it. And you guys also offer comic books, and you're having a special event that you have coming up this weekend. Talk to us about that and what people need to know about your comic books.
Sure. So the big thing we have coming up is, first off, on Monday, we have a Let's Get Graphic novel book club that we've started up with a lot of help from the Peter White Public Library. So we have that going on here at the store Monday from 7:30 to 9 p.m. If you're interested, we're talking about Saga, probably my personal favorite comic book. Mm-hmm. The other big thing we have coming up for comic books is we have Free Comic Book Day. It's the first Saturday in May every year.
Okay, and so what can people learn or get at Free Comic Book Day?
So Free Comic Book Day is a great opportunity for people who are just kind of interested in comic books. I'm going to have probably about 30, 40 different titles available where people can just come in, grab a couple for free, and, try out comic books if they've never read one and see if it's something that's their cup of tea.
Nice. You're very knowledgeable, and I just have to laugh and mention that you and your wife who own this store both are very educated, got degrees in physics and masters, and you decided to open up a comic book and gaming store.
Yeah. I mean, we wanted to do something we're passionate about and we love, and it's something we enjoy doing every day.
Good for you. You can reach them right here in Marquette off of 3rd Street, next to the Cookie Jar, across the street from Val's Market. If you are interested in any of the events they have going on or just gaming with your friends, stick around for more of your TV6 Morning News.